morning to you laddies! Welcome to an Addams Family Mystery Mansion! Ooh, this feels luck! Alright, I dropped the act. Yeah, so, as you can expect, it's now March of 2021, which means that it's only one type of holiday that gets celebrated, and you might know what it is. But first, let's go for some teasers. As I mentioned last time, we saw this teaser being the next one, that being Wednesday in her getup, which is obviously St. Patrick's, right? But just to kind of add to the deal, we had this thing. New decorations are coming, where we got to see a picture of Lurch's, it's not a piano, it starts with an H, but I can't for life of me recall what it is at the moment, but you get the picture. But yes, for this 2 years in a row, we're back to St. Patrick's, and here is the image, and oh boy, it seems like not only is it very clovery, but seems like the boys have some bee problem going on there. And yeah, it's actually something interesting with this year round. With St. Patrick's Day coming back fully, it actually comes with something interesting, something unique. I won't say exactly what it is just yet, but let's just say after a year, or no, not even a year, since the last time we got it was back in September, so October, November, December, January, February, March. So basically, we're looking at half a year. we finally got a new update with somebody new. So, let's jump into the email and I'll show you. The unluckiest day is here. St. Patrick's event is here. Clovers are covering the mansion. Oh, noes. Alright, so let's see this. Sorry. Irritation. But the bees. Gomez and Pugsley forgot to dump the clovers from last year. Somehow survived. In St. Patrick's celebration, and now a ton of bees have shown up in the mansion. And Gomez looks very pleased about that with that over there. Which boy? Oh dear. While the boys sort their bee problems, Morticia prepares some classic St. Patrick decorations, and Grandma's engaged in a friendly competition with Wednesday. I don't know why, but there you go. But oh look, it's something we hinted last event, and so far here. It's not like I knew this was coming. What's new? Let's welcome Morticia's sister, Ophelia. Opposite of Morticia, she is very cheerful and upbeat, but she can be a bit clumsy. She is literally the flower child of the group, because funny indeed. She klutz. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that, but anyways. Outfits. 11 new seasonal outfits, just as the clover dress Morticia, which was right up there. Beekeeper Gomez, up there again. And Bee Outfit Kitty, which we don't have, but we did have this, which was teased to us. Decorations. 50 new decorations, just as a Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold! Wooden beehive. I don't know why I said it like that. I was so excited with that. And golden bees. Golden bees! Again, gold just makes you kind of bring your inner prospector. Speaking of which, there he is right there. The leprechaun's prospector of green goop monster blood. Yes, that's what that is. 11 new animations such as hat tricks, clover nap, and fight. The Cookie Mansion is waiting for you. And if you're curious, here's what it looks like for the in-app preview. It is quite interesting indeed, and I can't wait for this type of thing to go on. So we get to expect to see what comes up next. So yeah, there's that there. So yes, Ophelia is here officially, which is amazing. And I didn't get to show you a zoom in on the picture just because it was all in one, like it's saved as one full image, so it's kind of annoying, but you get the idea. But yeah, here's the thing for that, as you can see. And not only that, but there are two pop-ups that happened this time around. First one was this. St. Patrick event has officially started. Gomez and Pugsley will have to deal with some bees, while Morticia and the rest enjoy the holidays. Yeah, so the guys have to deal with bees while the girls have fun. And there's another one that popped in, which is this. There's a photograph contest happening on our social media account. Participate for a chance to win any outfit you want, which I think I will showcase that, I think, maybe next part. I'm not 100% sure. I might forget, but whatever. And, of course, let's show you the thumbnail, the app that came with this, which is this here. which is Wednesday in a golden trance in her costume, looking down at the... It's supposed to look like she's looking at the Mystery Mansion logo, but really it's more so looking at the gold down there. But yeah, besides that cringe, let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay. This is taking place on May the 2nd. So we start off with this game's upload. As you can see, the update's here, but the event hasn't started just yet. Instead, we're going to actually be taking a look at something in particular. That being, oh yeah, no, we got that there, but we're not going to focus on that. We'll be finishing off if you remember last part, we were working on the, I believe it was event level 22, and we're about finishing that up, and we're going to be moving on to the next one, but we're going to be finishing off level 22 in this episode. In fact, it's going to be the next dialogue here, and before we actually jump into the actual event. Yeah, and you see she hasn't updated yet because this must have been happening on the Tuesday. So while this is going on, we'll I'm just stumbling on my words right now. All I'm basically going to be saying is that it is interesting to see where they're going to go from here as far as the updates and stuff is concerned. So, you know, we got that going on here. And yeah, then we have this, the cake, which is a new item, which actually comes in after you unlock level 24. Well, yeah, the anniversary cake. So it's a new item to need to craft. And then we have some items here to get down, which is this, which I believe will help complete one of the quests. I'm not sure what one, though, because again, long time. I've been trying to do these archives while also pretending as if it's still the year, so, you know. But, anyways, let's see, we'll put this somewhere around here, maybe? Yeah, so this one will finish off the main quest line, and that will be it until the break, in which case we will continue with the new update, the event.
Wow, look at Kitty and Wednesday go.
I love you so much right now, Kitty. Woohoo!
I was lazy, so I decided to voice Kitty. I don't know if you noticed. Sometimes getting lion voices is just hard, you know what I mean? Anyways, so now we're officially done with that, so now we need to go finish off the back kitchen before we go into the unhappy anniversary bit. So that's going to be a little while, especially since we're going to be busy with the main event. And what's going to be great about this time around is that, oh yeah, and then we also got this, level 30 has been unlocked, so yeah, that's the last one. But anyways, we're going to be jumping into my past self, going through the email, at which point we'll come back from the break.
Well, seeing how Goosebumps is down for a little bit, I might as well go ahead and do this right now. I did record something like this before in November, but I kind of stopped midway, I guess just because of other stuff. But this is the St. Patrick's Day update. This is the second time we've done something like this before. We've seen this, so let's go ahead. Let's see this new, what's available. Now, the story this time around is that apparently Gomez and Pugsley seem to have left some clovers last year, and now it's overgrown and for some reason attracted bees. Meanwhile, the rest of the family is just celebrating the holiday while they have to deal with cleaning up the mess. That's the basic of the story. So, sounds interesting. Now, what's also interesting is, I'll probably show this off when we find it, 26 days, so that's roughly 2 weeks from now. So we're looking at near the end of March going into April when this event will end. So most likely near the April month is when we're going to do this. Alright, so anyways, so the pot of gold seems like it's going to be the event drop thing, and it seems like it drops the golden coins. I believe this was like from last year too. I might be mistaken. I have to look real back, but I think, yeah, so these are going to be the items in question. This loot box is back. Beekeeper is the new skin for Gomez. Our first item. Tree with beehive. Interesting. Let's see here. Next one is a wooden beehive, which has a lot of moving around. What's this? Leprechaun outfit. So I'm curious on who has that, since the leprechaun outfit before, I've seen that happen with someone else. This is Clover Flowers, the leprechaun figure. It's interesting because it looks like they've changed the or updated it because of last year or something. So green dress. Looks like a costume for Sloom. Got the horseshoe pits. Most likely for an animation that's going to be there. Beehive carrier. So I'm wondering who that's. It looks like maybe Lurch. I guess we're going to have to find out. See the jar of bees, the beehive, giant clovers, the next item. What is this? Beekeeper. Yeah, so the new skin for the stairs. It'll be interesting to see how that looks. The hat tower. So it seems like a lot of items that's going to be within the easy to access and not really so much the battle pass area here. So interesting enough. Let's see here. Anything else? There is this. The Fool's Gold. Okay. Alright, so this is our first exclusive clover bed. Okay. Let's see. What else is there? No, really not much. Oh, there we go. So the final grand prize item is a bee armor for the medieval armor set skin, as well as a bee outfit for Kitty. So this is what we need here. So golden clovers, fork. That's ooh, okay. Well, I guess I know who's going to be busy with that one. Also very interesting that we got gold coins here, but yeah. Let's see here, we got this. Got the festive hat, golden hats, honeycombs. Which is funny you need this, but okay. Jar of bees with needs, okay. Addams honey, the leprechaun figure, St. Patrick's gift. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see what is the deal, shall we? And, yep, there it is. So the Golden Pass, the Infinity Lives, there's the premium pack we're going to be looking at, and the bonus reward is this bee figure. It looks interesting, but, let's check this out. So, we finally have a new character, Ophelia. I believe this is Ophelia Frump, which is, Morticia's sister. And it's interesting to take in the design from the actual illustrations. I do not remember if she's actually in the film. She might be. I mean, she might be like one of the background characters. I'm not too sure. But it is finally nice to see that we're getting some new characters coming in. So if you get this pack, you get her. You get her costume that comes with it. The golden harps, which I believe that's a skin. Clover shirt for Wednesday. Which is Clover with a horseshoe. Some items. And typical thing we've seen before. And this is for the live pack. It looks like it comes with the Morticia's skin, carpet, and all that. So, these here, these are like, basically if you buy this pack, you get these items immediately. Otherwise, you would have to play through the match 3 game in order to get this. And lately, the match 3, it's been kind of wonky with difficulty. However, I've been testing a new game that's just been soft launch recently, and I'm kind of starting to get the hang of these match 3 games, so I might be able to get it going. And there she is. It's also interesting that I got all this kind of started over here. Bombs are back to being bombs. If I can click it. No, come on. Ugh, curse you, bomb. Fine, I'll leave you alone. I don't need to pop it. What am I saying? Of course I do. Alright. So I'm going to go click on the tests later. Because I'm just curious about this stuff. So let's see what we got here. That doesn't seem like anything new. Just yet. Yeah. Let's just test this out. No, nothing new. No interesting looking mechanics of like, ooh, spooky stuff. By the looks of it. Oh, interesting. Let's see how... It's weird how the puzzles sometimes will work with you and other times they don't. Usually the first ones are like easy, but then it just gets really stupid. As far as difficulties go. But, you know, it's what it is. Great, so this is going to be a little while for me to kind of get something going. Damn. I usually hate these, this trying to figure out something of a good match. Oh, finally I'm getting something better. Okay, now I have to deal with getting this going. Curse you. Oh my god, the first one. I was about to say that, like, the first one, I was not going to get it. That's so stupid. Alright, fine. There we go. I got 2 of these. At least I get to test these out. Let's do that. Okay, so the green dress is for her, as I thought. Let's see this. Alright, and there's that. Curious if there's anything new here as far as levels go. It doesn't seem like there is. Oh, bird. I love smacking crows. It gives me items that I need. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything new compared to 30. Nice to know. Alright. Let's just see the characters. So, Gomez, yeah, the beekeeper, produces Addams honey. Actually, it's nice that they show you what exactly you're missing when it comes to that. So, it's good investment, I guess. Morticia has that. Let me just double check. Does she have anything else? No, okay. So she produced golden coins, so her dress isn't really anything special. Wednesday has the clover shirts, gives you festive hats. Okay. Pugsley. Yep, I kind of figured as much. So Pugsley has the golden outfit. The golden outfits are like you can buy it outright like this, or you're gonna have to buy it through a bundle because it's like, oh yeah, like they make it seem like you can get in the box, but you don't. You never do. All the other items you do, but not this one. So you got the beekeeper. So let's see this. So the golden leprechaun actually gives you the gifts, which I guess if you're gonna pay that much, you might as well get the gifts. And you got the beekeeper outfit. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Do you have anything? No, you don't. So you are nothing. Do you have anything? No, you don't. You are nothing in this event. Do you have something? You do. You have the bee carrier. So as I thought. And you help with jars of bees. Okay. Do you have anything? Nope. You don't. You? Do you have anything? You do. So you're the one with the leprechaun outfit. Gives you gold shoes. Okay, cool. Kitty, do you have anything? Oh, yeah, you do. I remember you have the bee outfit. Give me the golden clovers. So not really a great brand prize, but whatever. You don't have anything, which is great because now I can just simply have you do this. So you're going to be doing that for the rest of the event. Let's see this. We have her. She drops the honey. Just nice. And then we got the new one, which is drops a leprechaun hat. So we got to see which characters are useful. And of course, we have the exclusive character, Ophelia. And she has 2 costumes, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the exclusive. I think it's the exclusive one as well as her normal one, but I might be mistaken. There might be another one that's just kind of like normal. We're going to get her eventually, but usually when it comes to these kind of events, I tend to just hold off because the prices are just ridiculous at first. So, I'll see if there's anything down. I don't know why this is telling me to put this down here because it's not new. Never was. Oh, so it's telling me... Okay, so it's telling me new because of the skins, right? That's why it's saying, oh, it's new. I think that's what it's trying to do. I think that's why it's complaining of like, oh, no, new. It's not new. All right. Yeah, so it's just those 2 that seems to have skins. All right, well, the event looks interesting so far. Just going to see how the story goes and all that other stuff with this items. The items themselves look okay. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. But anyways, let's see if we can get a sneak preview at this event, how it looks. If they changed this already. Let's find out. They have not yet. So it's going to be something I'm going to have to come back to see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's it for me for my first, what do you call it, the first impressions kind of deal. So now it's just going to be me just covering the game per normal. So that's something. There it is. All right, well, let's see what the game has to say.
Alright, so we're officially back. Sorry for that break quit thing, but yeah, as you can tell, the update is here. Let's go into the dialogue. What's going on?
Dad, did you ever get the feeling you forgot something important?
Of course not, Pugsley. I never. Wait, where did all these bees come from?
Remember when Mother told us to remove the clovers after St. Patrick's Day last year?
She did say something about them attracting bees. But let's not point fingers. Besides, bees make honey, and honey is liquid gold.
Liquid gold. Place the pot of gold and get the item from it, which I believe was, I think I mentioned the gold. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't pay attention to myself back in the day. Back in 2021, where, unfortunately, this was where my main bread and butter ended up dying. Yeah, it is. So you had to get getting a golden coin from this thing. So it is unfortunate that we end up, losing one game for another. But hey, at least we still have a spooky town builder-esque kind of game. But yeah, this is going to be quick and easy, so let's just jump into the next point of dialogue.
Where's Gomez? I wanted to tell him my sister Ophelia is coming to visit us.
He and Pugsley are busy out back. They're very excited about something.
Well, as long as they don't disturb my plans, I suppose no harm can come from it.
Pugsley, are you sure herding bees with explosives is the best way to do this?
Oh, Pugsley, you little rapscallion. I forgot to mention too that the bees, again, laziness, I decided to voice them myself rather than actually getting a sound clip of the bees. It would have been much easier with the bees, but you know what? This is more funner. I can make it sound like angry bees coming up in a bit. You'll see in a moment. But, yes, so it isn't quite interesting how this time around they're continuing off from last year. Kinda. Basically, with the whole celebrating last year with Pugsley trying to find a leprechaun, they end up doing clovers, and I guess survived over the years, and bees ended up coming through it. You might think that's kind of stupid to hear, but no. Hornets also do this thing, so they usually most think of them as like, oh, they kind of harvest themselves in like the trees and make a nest type thing, right? Oh, and by the way, this is the shade for this update, which is actually quite nice. I like that. But surprisingly, bees also can habitat down underneath the ground. And yes, clovers are a great source of that because it's thick and is able to hide in there without getting disturbed. Because again, they want to have a nesting area without having to be disturbed by predators and whatnot. So, makes sense, right? But, whatever. Fun facts about bees because, can't help it.
You see this beehive, Pugsley? We can create a new colony from it.
You mean we can double our honey revenue with no new investment?
That's right, Pugsley. I knew you had some of your old man business acumen. Lurch, be a good fellow and pick up those bees and put them in the jar.
Hive mind. Place the tree, which is at number 6, and also get ourselves, I believe it is one of the items in question. And instead of waiting, I've decided to go ahead and buy the gold pass here to kind of help us kind of progress a little bit faster. I know I could have waited until the deals went on, but I don't know. Back then I was like, you know what? Screw it. My other game's dead. Might as well continue with this one. And I got the tree, so that's great. So yeah, this is going to be quick and easy. Quick and painless, hopefully. But yeah, so now we got the beekeeper's outfit for him. And it's liquid gold for his animation, which we'll actually get a good look at him with what he does here. But I wanted to do this instead, so you get a good look with what he does. Thanks to our dear friend Sophia. And yeah, great picture, by the way. But yeah, as you can see, he was just kind of eating the honey and then going with his belly like Winnie the Pooh. Also with a lot of bees. Oh, God. I'm reminded of the awful Wicker Man remake with Nicolas Cage with the whole, oh, not the bees! Ah, nice! That, and also there was an edit with Hip to Be Square by God, I forgot what their name was, but they were mentioned in, I believe it was American Psycho. But yeah, a weird movie to reference that. Yeah, so it's the getting the jars. But yeah, it's funny how oh God, I'm not gonna say it because it involves a bad word, but it's hip to, instead of like B square, it's the hip to hug bees, right? Let's put it that way, to cuddle with bees. Oh boy, the internet, what's wrong with you? God, can only imagine it. But yes, we got poor Lurch to do the, well, I mean, it makes sense. Lurch is pretty much a big guy, and he, for most part, he's big and bulky. So, and we've seen before that pain doesn't hurt him. He's like a big panda in the sense that, he has no pain intolerance, so it's like tickles, instead of being painful. Which might come in as a surprise of what might happen next dialogue exchange. But, yeah. They end up actually... I'll hold my tongue just yet because we haven't got to the funny bit yet. Once we do, then I'll talk about it, which I believe is actually coming up, actually, now that we think about it. Not yet. We still have to get the jars. Then we'll get it. Yeah, so now we got some jars going on here. And it needs... God, it needs the light bulbs. I guess it makes sense because of glass. But, oh yeah, boy. Here we go. The, this. Remember what I said last time? Yep, we're fast forwarding this stuff because it makes my life easier. And one thing I will say is that we're coming close to finishing this whole, like, doing this recording bit, because eventually at some point, I'm not sure if it's going to be this episode or in April, but at some point I just stopped recording these entirely, so we won't get to bother with having filler episodes of this stuff, so don't worry about that. We're not there yet. But, you know, makes life easier without having to deal with the whole puzzle stuff, because, oh, that's torturous, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I still want to torture myself because of the death of my favorite game, Horror Town. Rest in pieces. If you're curious about the situation with that, long story short, the agreement with them was about 3 years, and unless they can continue it under a certain budget, like if it made a certain profit, then they'll continue the license. But unfortunately it didn't happen that way due to the fact that they decided to spend a lot more money. God, if you had a crappy phone, that would have exploded your piece there. But anyways, what was I saying? Right. So yeah, the end of the result is the fact that they didn't get enough profit, so they had to basically hold off. They couldn't touch it basically until they made a new deal. So the hopes is at some point, hopefully in the summer, I believe in July, they're about to make they're doing a meeting with them. So we're hopefully get to see something come out of it, but I'm not 100% sure exactly what might come out. Like, I'm hoping that they can continue it. Maybe if we're lucky, they might come back in October, but because, you know, at that point, if we're waiting for a long time, it's just like, God, it's even if it succeeds, it's probably gonna kill the game. Oh, God. Again, I have to say, do you like my acting? Because if you look at what year this was, you know. But yeah, no, I'm trying to recreate what my mindset must have been like back in the day. Because, oh boy, the puzzles never ends. Oh God, if only I stopped with these things. But hey, at least I'm not tired, surprisingly. Which is weird, because you would think I would be, but no. I say that, and then it's like, you watch what happens. I have to jinx myself, right? And, again, stupid me. Don't know how to cross the stupid things together? I don't know. This is Baby Grim. This is like Kid Grim, who don't know how things work. God. Not only that, but there was a new game that actually just came out during this time too, which I think it's called Match Island. Which you can tell they were basically doing the more puzzle-heavy things, and this was when I started learning how puzzles work. And oh God, I think that game ended up killing me with the Match 3 Candy Crush type of game going on there, Bejeweled type of leveling game thing going on. It's just like, oh God. Yeah, gonna have them do that. Oh dear. It's a tragedy, if anything. Oh well. We're gonna do more puzzles because I hate myself. At least I'm fast forwarding it, so it's not too boring, but still, man. I'm kind of happy that I've started to record myself for these, especially for, like, I was testing the waters. I was doing it like in the beginning type things because I wasn't 100% sure, but I think at some point I started to figure, you know what, if I'm just doing my first impressions type of videos and after my last initial impressions, what's stopping me from just recording the whole thing, right? And that won't come into play until later on through the timeline, but that's the future. Don't think about the future. The time is now. March 2001, 2021. God. Hard to think, man. That's so much. It's still like it's almost been a year since the virus that shall not be named has been around. Oh, right, and we're getting close to the funny bit, so... Yeah, so imagine that, a year since the whole pandemic thing happened, but, still going on. Not as big, but...
The bees are clustering all over Lurch. I better scare them off with a firecracker.
Well, they're not stinging him. Never mind. They are now that you've riled them up. Tickles.
Oh, gosh darn it, Pugsley. You and your your explosives. Good thing Lurch is, painless.
One of the neighbors from a simulation is a beekeeping hobbyist. He dropped off this beekeeper outfit. It looks stylish, like a hazardous waste suit.
Sorry, we didn't have this before you got stung by all the bees, Lurch.
Be cool. Get the beehive and get some honeycombs. Yeah, they ended up giving him an actual costume with the beekeeper stuff, so he won't be in the dialogue though, but yeah, poor Lurch, man. I wonder if he was pissed off by that, or he didn't care, because again, it tickles. I still love the whole explosion, and then immediately the bees get mad. It's like, you're not helping the situation, Pugsley. What's wrong with you? Stupid child. Anyways, besides the point, one of the funniest things that came out of this whole story, I mean, not really funny, actually, more of a sad fact. I wonder what happens with the bees, because I guess how many bees died during that, because, they obviously stung Lurch, which made him, like, go, ooh, tickles. Like, tickle me Elmo. And, oh yes, we got a preview of what the mansion is here. By the way, it's the 5th now, so, yeah, not a whole long. It's already been it feels like it's been a while, but no, we still have just been a few days in this, so... Not a whole lot has happened so far, and yeah, you get a sneak peek at all this stuff, and I'll make sure to show you all of them as much as I can. But anyways, with the bees, the sad fact is, when it comes to bees, they tend to sting only if they feel threatened, because the thing is, if they do that, then they die. Reason why is because imagine if you had an appendage like your arm that's sharp, and imagine you stab somebody with it, like it's pretty deadly, you can just stab somebody with it. But imagine after you stab somebody with it, it gets stuck, like you can't move it. So then you pull it out, and as you do, imagine your intestines pop out with you at the same time. So now your arm's stuck on the wall, and now you're bleeding out, and you're basically just a dead man walking at that point. That's why they don't sting, because it basically is they're connected to their anatomy and they die. Wasps, hornets, and all that stuff, nah, they don't have that sad fact. They evolved so that they're not in that predicament. Oh yeah, and also, poor thing, he's up there in the empty room doing absolutely nothing. Did get a balloon though. But yeah, it's been a while. Let's have a little bit of a breaky poo. I'll be right back. So enjoy this while we come back. Welcome back to a Shining Leprechaun pack that just popped in here. Yes, it's actually came in just recently. And you know what that means. It's time to get a pack, because I can't help myself. Gosh darn it. But if you're curious, this is what it is in the app here. And of course, I will eventually get it. Not now though, but I will eventually. And I'm trying to find out when this must have popped in. When I finally get the date, I will tell you, but for now, we don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue on with the main quest.
Beekeeping is a great hobby. We get all this golden honey with no work.
And we look so boss in these outfits.
That's a great astronaut suit, Pugsley. I didn't realize it was Halloween already.
Make fun if you want, sis. Just remember that I command a deadly swarm of insects.
Ooh, big man Pugsley, what are you gonna do, sting her to death? By the way, what about Morticia's sister?
I'm so glad you come to visit, Ophelia. You can help me in the garden.
I can only stay for a bit, but I can help you repot all these clovers. Even better, why don't we play a trick with them? Let's coat them with fool's gold.
And then tell Gomez and Pugsley the clovers are made of real gold. Hilarious.
Ophelia's plan. Place the clovers and get the golden clovers. Oh, aren't they adorable, those two little troublemakers? God, it just... Oh, so yes. So, this is Ophelia. She did actually make an appearance in the movie, but she was a background character. I also think she was one of the people playing the orchestra. I think it was the Wormhorn, but I might be mistaken. But anyways, yeah, she was in the movie as a background character, and she actually, as I've been teasing, was in the background as far as portraits go. But who is Ophelia? Ophelia is Morticia's sister, so she's Ophelia Frump, and she is the flower child. That's the joke with her. So she's the odd one of the bunch. But anyways, yes, I decided to get myself the Shining Leprechaun pack, which is taking place on the 5th still, so yeah, so I guess it must have happened later on that day. But yeah, interesting, isn't it? Oh man, this game. I mean, it's not really this game, it's actually because of the show. The show actually introduced her as being a flower child, because that's the joke. It's like, haha, 60s. Hippies, woohoo. You know, wouldn't it be funny if a dark sister actually had the opposite, like basically the white sheep of the family, I guess in this context. But yeah, we have a golden leaf here. A golden umbrella. By the way, we do get a proper one. I'm surprised this isn't a skin, but alright, whatever. But yeah, now we got the gold version of this year, which is this costume. Searching. So, we're gonna see this animation. Yeah, it's weird. This year, it's been gold stuff. Like, they re-release it. Oh. There I go. There. I said to myself that, oh, I wasn't yawning. Now I am. God. I always drink myself. But yeah, anyways, got this going on here. This fine dapper. And we also got this. So, let's go ahead and see this. And, he's playing with the... Oh, he's playing with the leprechaun with this year. Actually, he looks a little bit better than he did last year. I mean, yeah, he's still dead, mind you, with the skull, but he's playing around and he's getting punched like those punching bags things that kind of bop around. You know what I mean? Like kids usually have that type of thing. And yeah, he's still doing that liquid gold. And oh, he's not there yet because I have to look at. Yep. This game's so stupid. Why do I have to look at you when to do things? Couldn't you just do it on your own? No? God, why? Anyways, got this going on here. So, there's that. What else can we do? So much to do, so little time. Anyways, yeah, let's see this. Alright, so let's take a quick look at this. Okay, so he comes up with one of the honeys, so he's like, nah, don't want that. And then he comes up with the leprechaun doll. He's like, nah, don't want that this year. And he goes up again. Oh, it's a golden hat, like he was wearing. He's like, nah, I don't need another one of those. And then I think he recycles. Yeah, so he picks up the golden liquid, the golden leprechaun, I guess, and then also the and it doesn't tell you what, like, the animation either. That's weird. That's odd. Wonder why. Oh well. Doesn't matter so much, but it's one of those things that you wish. Anyways, we're gonna open up another cookie box. It's actually nicer this year, I think. I can't remember what it looked like last year, but it looks a little bit more cleaner this time around, which is hard to picture or to say, but you know what I mean. But yeah, we're getting pretty much good. Oh, by the way, yeah, I find it funny that Parker this year is going with Uncle Fester by wearing red instead of green, because as you know, leprechauns wear red. And apparently, the reason the whole green thing is because leprechauns can't see green. Apparently, the rumor is. I don't know if that's the case, but I think that's why you wear green during St. Patrick's Day. It's weird, I know. It's not really an official holiday, but people celebrate it because of commercialism. Because, beer. Run, raise the beer. Get, Paint the water green. Dilute the thing. Who cares? Why not? Let's pollute the environment. Oh man, we had a weird jump cut there. Yeah, because I guess I don't know why I jump cut there. That was odd. Okay, well, there you go. That was a thing. Oh, we did another one. Great. Anyways. Yeah, weird. A bunch of jump cuts. Very odd. I wonder why. That's... Sometimes when I edit these things, they don't really show up, so I have to remember to do that before forgetting, but... You know, sometimes they slip on through, but you don't really notice unless I do. But you can tell it's a jump cut because of the sound ended up cutting. And you might be wondering how I do that. Well, basically, when I record on the phone, I have a pause button. So when I can pause it, it basically records whatever I tell it to record. So, and yeah, by the way, I'm not going to let you bore you for this horror and this puzzle. So... just gonna pretend as if we did it. So, yay! Let's move. Me winner. The next one I won't be so lucky though. Unfortunately, we're gonna be looking through that puzzle. And the reason we're doing this, by the way, is because of the request. Because it's telling us that we need to do puzzles in order to move on. So it must be done. That's the way I was looking at it. Was basically, well, if it's requesting me to do it, I shall do it. If not, then I won't bother. Right? And for the longest time I couldn't do it because of the whole get the Scarometer milestone, or... No, that's... God, that's Horror Town. I have to let it go die. The Cookie Meter milestone. Fill that all the way up, and it's like, you're good to go. Yeah. Can I beat this? No. I don't think I do. Nope. Unfortunately not. That's unfortunate. You would think I would, but... God, I hate that so much. God, 15 still. Sad face. Anyways, cutting that out for now. We'll deal with it later. But yeah, now we need to put this down, and we'll continue on. So, let's see what those two troublesome, mischievous sisters are up to once we put this nice clover pot down. Yeah, let's put in her garden.
It's good to have you around, Ophelia. We can create mischief like we used to.
It is fun to spend time together, Morticia. Perhaps I don't need to leave so soon.
Indeed. Stay as long as you like. Together, we'll have endless amusement.
I hear Morticia and Ophelia giggling together. That can't be a good sign.
No, it's not, but you don't know any better just yet. You don't know what they're planning. Oh, by the way, we're at level 18, which is good, because that's the next thing we're going to need to get. And yeah, I've decided to jump cut that, because why not?
What's this pit with a spike in it, Grandma? Is it for some kind of torture? That's the old horseshoe pit. It's a game where you toss the horseshoes at the target.
That sounds hard.
I mean, horses are really heavy, aren't they? You throw just their shoes, not the horses. Come, let's play a friendly game.
Torture shoes. And by the way, it was horse, not horses, but, you know, blame Parker, the stupid girl. Really, Parker? I thought you of all people would know better. You know what horseshoe game is. Like, Wednesday I can understand because she's so, not known of normal people things. But, yeah, come on, really? Also, yeah, Fester's in the pool. Don't know why, just ignore it. I hate the layering of that thing. It's just so odd. You know, I get what they were trying to do back in August, but... that brought some bad memories. The beginning of the end, for myself included. I like the animation for the bees, though. That's nice. It kind of makes it lively. So it's not just a decoration, right? And yeah, it's next day on the 6th, by the way. And we finally completed that, which means... Yep. So now I have to do requests, so that's good. Now we don't have to bother with her until we do this, which... okay, that might be a while. I might not even be able to do that, but... we'll see. It sucks that they don't have it so that you're able to sell items you need. But yeah, I guess I have to make characters do things that are not busy doing me other things, so, you know, it's what it is. So let's see if we're lucky with this. So Fester's going to do me that, so he's going to help me fill out the request. Yeah. See, I'm sorry to recall exactly what my mindset was back then, so, you know. Sometimes playing the imagination of being back in 2021, imagining what was going on back then is just like, it's hard, man. Also, what'll be interesting is once Ophelia comes in, well, she'll probably have a desire. It's also it'll be interesting to see what her desire is, what she wants in the mansion. It's a bunch of random stuff, I know, but still. I also love the two characters that don't talk, still tells you they want stuff, right? They just ... but you just know. You just know what they want. Because you're the mansion and you know you have psychic powers. Anyways. Ooh, nice. Nice cut there. Very nice. I do love that, like, sound effect of just, you know, that's nice, you know, yeah, that cut of, oh, that sounds so good. Completing things that you're supposed to. Ah, now we're stuck. Yep, we're stuck, unfortunately. Alright, there we go, We're getting there. But I don't think I'll be able to do it. Oh, no, never mind, we did. Lucky me. Fortunate for me, God, the heavens smiled upon me on that day. Okay, good. I don't know why I did that, by the way, I don't need to. I guess so I can get this. Yeah, so I can get the golden horseshoes so that I don't have to bother crafting them because of me using my brain. Yep, see? Look at that. Now I don't have to worry, I just have to do one, and we'll be all good. Also, I heard a crow. Where can I find him? Let's see if I'm smart and I find him. I heard the caw. Where is he? Where he be? Ah, probably missed him. Oh well. If I see him, then I see him. If I don't, I don't. But, you know, I did hear him. Mocking me. The crows, man. It's a fun little gimmick, I'll give them that. Just have them pop in every so now and then and kind of give you a nice item to kind of help out. But, oh dear, I'm waiting for that price to drop down because, 18 bucks Canadian. Ooh, that's too much. Times are hard, man. You know, I was doing fine during the that production when you know, with the whole thing that should not be named last year, but it's still going on, but they've basically just kind of dropped it a bit because it's not as deadly as it used to be. Like, it still is, but it's not that bad. Also, I found out you can buy costumes ahead of time despite you not needing to. And I think this was a glitch because of the fact that you needed coins to do this. I'm not sure if this works now, but, you know, I was able to luck myself out to be like, I got myself a skin that I don't need right now, that I can't do anything with. All because I'm like, what is this? Go to this. Right? Because I used my brain power. Also, yeah, we're going to get this out and about at some point. I believe, yeah, I think we finally got that. Also, great timing, by the way, with the crafting being done and immediately putting that down. Just kind of, you know, it makes it seem like that was the sound of it. But now we should be able to, yep, so he has this down. I'm kind of glad that you don't need the chef outfit. I mean, I think it's an epic or a rare. So it's not, it's a rare, so it's not too bad, but you know, if you're having a costume just to get an animation, kind of sucks, but it makes sense to have the costume stuff be there, but I don't know. Also, I got another Bruno. I don't know why. I have too many of you. Goodbye. I still have to put that leprechaun, that prospector leprechaun thing down. I'm trying to find space for him. Need the space. I mean, I guess that's okay, but I want to do it near the front. Up in front, so everyone can see. Yeah. Pouring green goo. It's the monster blood. Ooh. You go to trading off. Goosebumps has moved into the Addams. In some way, shape, or form. Very minor, but they're there. In spirit. If only. I wish. But no. Sadly, no. Not lucky. But we are getting close to this, so that's pretty good. Let's see. Right. So this is her animation doing this, the picking the berries. Which is good, because we need them berries to help cook some food. It's actually quite nice. Like, again, some of the animations they do are nice, like the picking berries one it's a nice, it does its job. Sometimes the animations, though, they're bad, and I'll make a mention of that, but, animations this time around, not bad. Anyways. And, yeah, I found out some more. Oops. Got myself something that I shouldn't have, but, me being smart. And, that's not the only one. Don't worry. There's another one. Like Fester. Oh, but he needs rubies, so I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I'll hold off. How about Grandma? We lucky with Grandma? Nope, rubies as well. Alright, so I'm not gonna bother with Grandma. And that's it. Right, now we're moving on to the 8th. Either it's going to be the 8th now, or it's coming soon. Also, we got giant clover, so that's going to be helpful for the next request coming up. No, so we're going to the 8th now. So that was the 7th, now it's the 8th. Okay, now we got the skin for the stairs, which is interesting. So this was last year's. This is this year's. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, it's nice and gold. Gold! It's my gold! It's a lot more St.Patricks-y without it being too bland and muddled. But yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, I got a beekeeper's outfit by with the luck of the cookie boxes, but unfortunately he's busy with this, so we have to wait until he's done, and I'll be able to show that off. And he drops us a whole bunch of stuff, so he's the premium, give you the best item type of character, but unfortunately characters need to request that item in order to actually make a good payout, but sadly kind of useless. Anyways, there we go. So now we can actually have him get honey. Oh good, we got the next one, which is hats. That will be for the request after the after the next one, which I'll spoil this right now. We only have one more story to go through in dialogue, and that will be it for this part, and the rest will finish off in part 2. But we're coming close. Not now, but we're coming close. Anyways, let's do this. So he needs to go to shoo away. Oh, so he jumps there, but, usually he likes to walk. Alright, so this is what he does. So, okay, yeah, so that makes sense. So, he's doing the smoke thing that you see them doing for bees to kind of keep them sleepy. And then he grabs the honey and he puts it in his pocket, and then he kind of looks at it, he's like, yeah. So just do it again. Grabs the honey, and he sticks it in his pocket. Nice. Not bad. Alright. We're going to go to the next day, which is going to be the 9th now. So, there we go. Going to be playing some more of these puzzles. Is it because I need to? Probably. Or else why would I do this unless I was bored? But I don't know. I have to look at what was going on with the request, if I completed it or not. So I guess I'll find out once we come back in. I'll take a look to see what the end result was, if I was bored or what was going on there. But yeah, I'm going to be coming close to finishing this off and see where this goes. But yeah, so far this update not too bad. I don't hate it. It's pretty decent for what it was. Certainly, it could have been. Actually, no, it's better than last year for sure. I would say, just because of new character and things of that nature. So, let's see here real quick. No, I don't. I don't know why I'm playing. I needed to do the filler, to reach a scarometer, so... My only assumption was that maybe I thought if I did enough of these points that maybe it would fill up quickly. Because it only fills up by opening cookie boxes and by doing certain actions. Certain actions do more points than others. You know, the system doesn't really work so well. It works for a game like Goosebumps, because you have a lot of like farm animals to kind of harvest screams from. But in a game like this, not really. Well, anyways, we got that going on. So now with that in mind, we got all we need. So now we need to do is place that horseshoe pit down. And I believe Parker needs that. So yeah, so she can do something. We're going to have her do that to help us with one of the things. So now we need to put this down. Once we put this down, that will finish off this quest line, and then we'll continue with one more, the start of the next quest, but we will continue that off in the next part. So let's see if we could put this down somewhere. Like, yeah, you know what? Right about here. Why not? Seems fitting.
I've impaled more horseshoes on the torture spike than you did, Grandma. I win. You certainly picked it up quickly once you got the idea of punishing the horseshoes. Sports are all about motivation, Grandma. I need a reason to play.
Hey, whatever gets you motivated, girl. Who's to say? But hey, as long as she gets motivated to do something, she can do it pretty well. Even if it's something she's not really a fan of. But yeah, there you go, I got that story on. But let's see what the sisters are up to now.
Gomez and Pugsley are completely convinced we're growing golden clovers.
It's priceless. But let's work some true magic to create a giant clover.
Yes, let's unleash the power of 3 magic users working together.
And as an extra benefit, this will really impress the gardening club.
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. The power of 3. Place the giant clover and obtain the leprechaun figure. Yeah, so it's not the leprechaun, it's the leprechaun figure, so it's actually a toy. It's a toy from the last year when they discovered the leprechaun being dead. It is kind of morbid to think about, but it also makes sense, right? But yeah. Although I guess it's just a bunch of toys of dead leprechauns, because it's like, oh, let's remember this moment from last year by making plushies of the dead leprechaun. Or else, it's a little bit better than making up figures versus the grim reality of we just finding a bunch of dead leprechauns. It's like, ooh boy, But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, you can see, it's the same kind of, yeah, like, look at this. It's the same shape and all that. They just made it golden. Like, why not make that into a skin? It would have been much better. Like a premium skin that you can add. It's not like it's uncommon, but yeah. And then, by the way, we're finally unlocking this Morticia and Gomez's room. We might take a look in that next part, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, anyways, that's about it for now. So, some fun things indeed to be looking forward to, but not too much out there just yet. But let's see what happens. Do you think they're gonna finally figure out the girls were playing with them, or like what's going on? And how long till we actually complete this event? I guess more of these and more will come soon. Until then, I've been Grim, and this has been part 1 to St. Patrick's of 2021 event for the Addams Family Mystery Mansion. I was about to say Goosebumps, but God, I hate the fact that game's gone now.